just wanted to kind of give you, I didn't get the chance to speak to you before we ended the program, so I thought I'll set some time aside and just have a quick chat to see how, just talk about Nizzar's progress and how everything's been going. On just generally, how has he found it? He must speak to you at home about it, and how has he found it?
No, he liked it. He liked it because I think it's a little bit challenging for him, and it's something new. It's not bored.
Oh, that's.
I think he liked it because he's learning new things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think when you first got in touch with me, he was on the phone, and I remember that one of the things that you were worried about is he's not getting challenged in school. He's not putting, he's got a lot of potential in him, but he's not pushing himself. I think was that the case? You mentioned it, I remember.
Yeah. I know he needs to be pushed. Yeah, all the time. That is Nizzar. Yeah, if he can be pushed and he aim for something, he will do it. But if he get bored, he get really lazy and just doesn't want to do anything.
He's done really well though in the pro, because bearing in mind he was only in year 8, wasn't he? When we started.
Yeah, when he started. Yeah.
And then he's been doing better than most of the students in there, even though he's quite young. So let me just share the screen and I can just quickly show you. Good. You okay then?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
We're going okay?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Right, no worries. I just thought I'd pop on today just to have a chat with your mum, just to quickly give her an update on your progress, and I thought it'd be good for you to listen into it as well. So I'll just quickly show you how you've got. Before we do that, how have you found the program so far? As in, not the end of it, but how did you find it?
I think it's been pretty enlightening, because quite a lot of the stuff that we've covered I did not know beforehand.
Okay.
Like trigonometry, and the rest of it was more or less just revision, so that was good. Yeah.
Okay, good. And has it? Do you think it's really helped you with school?
Oh yeah, it was definitely helped me become more advanced, and it's sort of made my life easier in the long run, because any lessons I do on that in the future will just be a revision.
Okay, good. So initially, why did you join the program then?
Because my mum said I needed to do something.
Okay.
Instead of just sitting around at the house all the time.
Okay, right. And I remember when you first started, you were a bit skeptical, weren't you?
Yes.
So how has that changed?
It's changed quite a lot, because I look forward to the lessons now, because I do enjoy them. Yeah, honest.
Good. Okay, good. And just another question. Why would you recommend this program at Aim High?
The reason I would recommend it is because it's helped me so much, and I think for loads of people that I know, it would help them a lot as well.
Okay, good. Thanks. So what I thought we'll do is quickly share your progress and how you, just give your mum a bit of an idea as to what sort of grades, scores you've been getting in the check-in and check-out tests. And so, as you can see, these are just a list of all the topics that he's been doing, all the homeworks, all the assignments and things like that. So generally they're really good. Most of them are in the 80 pluses. There's quite a lot of 100% as well. You mentioned trigonometry, and bear in mind you've never seen this topic before, and look at the scores you've been getting, 100%, etc. Now the recent check-out test, you got 86%. So that's, again, really good score. Initially, when you did the check-in test a few weeks ago, I think that was in November time. Yeah, November time you got 51%, and then you improved that to 86%. And again, all these have been really good. I think some of the topics here just lost 1 mark here and there, but on the whole, all the greens are the ones you got correct. And again, with this one, it's just when we went over it in class, you probably figured it out. You just need to put the numbers into the formula. But on the whole, Nizzar, some really good scores in there. And the ones that you have got wrong, they're quick fixes. You could easily fix them. Like, for example, this one, you just work out the area of each of the surfaces, the front, the back, the left, the right, the top, the bottom, and that's, you would have picked those marks up. But overall, you made huge progress in this. And bear in mind that you're one of the youngest in this class, but you're one of your scores are usually one of the highest in the class as well. And that goes to, it shows that you when you're in class, you're trying your best, you're attempting the questions, you're asking questions and things like that. So really, really pleased with that. So overall, like, throughout the program, you've been making good progress. Like, I remember the algebra check-in test, you got 22%, and that was a hard one. And look, when you did the checkout test, you got 70%. And so all this is like, it's proof that you have been working hard, and you have been getting the results. So I'm really pleased with that. So what you need to do, just generally now, Nizzar, is you need to apply the things that you've learned, just the skills, the techniques, and just the kind of mindset, and you can apply it to every part of your life. And it's not only just maths, whether it's English or science or history. So you know that you can do it. You just need to make sure that you'll be able to apply that mindset. So for example, from here that if you put the time in, if you put the effort in, you can get the results out. And it's the same with every other lesson in school as well. But yeah, really pleased with you in that. So with your mum then, any questions that you want to ask mum about Nizzar and just generally about the program?
I know that he's happy with the lessons and everything. I know he's doing really well, and as far as happy to carry on working hard, I think he is fine. He's no problem. We had the report as well from school for the term, for autumn term, and the maths was really really good. Okay. Other subject like English, and it was okay, but not the best. The maths was the best.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Another two subjects.
And you need to make sure you're in maths, you need to make sure you're right at the top of the class every single time. So just make sure you maintain your position if you can. So whoever you're competing with, make sure you're above him or her. Because, essentially, Nizzar, you're aiming for nothing less than a grade 9. By year 11, if you've not got a 9, then something's not, you've either lost focus or the exam just, something really silly went on in the exam. But I know for a fact, if I was to project, if I could look into the future, you should be getting a 9, and even in your other subjects, easily you should be getting 8s and 9s. That's what you should be, because you're planning. Do you have any ideas to what you want to do in terms of university-wise, your career aspirations that way?
I know my career aspirations. Well, I told you for a nuclear engineer. However, I don't really know anything about university, what happens in university. So
with university, so literally you do need to kind of aim high, and I think that's what my business is, aiming high. So what you need to do is aim for those high flying universities, Oxford, Cambridge. Those should be where you've got your initial mind set to end of. Yeah, that's what you should be aiming for. And then, because if as long as you're aiming high, even if you don't reach those, which I think you will, because you've got the capacity in you, if you don't, at least you'll get something,
the top.
Yeah, you'll be one of the top ones. But I think you shouldn't be aiming for anything less than Oxford or Cambridge or one of those top universities, because you've got the ability in you, that's for sure. And then the attitude, as you get older, things will change. But as long as you've got the right set of friends and you've got the right sort of influences around you, I can't see that being a problem. So I think definitely you should be able to aim.
Yeah, we know Nizzar. I know Nizzar how he is. If he is aiming for something, and he will work towards and to get it. The problem sometimes he gets like, you know what I mean? Sometimes he gets, nice. Particularly if he thinks it's not challenging for him, he becomes so, I don't know what is the word. It just
you get bored
with it. That is the word.
Yeah, there will be times when that does happen, Nizzar. I'm not gonna lie. There will be times, even when I'm teaching in school, there are times when some students are really bright and it's hard to cater for everybody. But you just need to make sure you're doing your bit, stay focused, ask the teacher, is there anything else that they can give you to challenge you? But you need to be proactive in those cases, and not end up just messing around on the side or losing concentration. So just be proactive, if that is a situation that does happen.
And sometimes he is overconfident of himself, then he loses marks because he's like too confident.
Yeah. And yeah, that is another problem with this. Happens with the high ability students. They become overconfident and then they lose the easy marks. When I first started early on in my teaching career, I was given a top set class and I was really worried because I thought, wow, they're going to be so clever, and they were. They were really bright. But the only way I realized that I can knock these guys down and then have that confidence over them was to knock them down completely. So I went in, and it's not ideal, it's not what a normal teacher would do, but I just told them they're rubbish. I just told them, you got 99%, that's not good enough, that's really rubbish, it's the worst I've seen in my life. And I knocked them down a few notches just to get rid of that overconfidence. And as a result of doing that, they became a lot more humble. By doing that, they didn't lose the easy marks. Yes, they can do all the grade 9, the A-star topics, but they were losing marks in the grade 5. So because I had to knock them down a few notches, that's when they came down to the level, and then we built up from there. So sometimes you do need to do that. So just remember, make sure you don't lose the easy marks on the basics. Don't become overconfident, and you'll be fine. Because you need to be kind of an all-rounder, not just being able to do the top subjects, do top grade topics. You need to do the lower ones as well easily. But yeah, and then that worked as well. The whole class got A-stars in year 10, 1 year early. So it does work sometimes. Anyway, apart from that, Nizzar, have you got any questions you want to ask me?
When do the lessons restart again?
So at the moment, I've not got a date planned yet, because I was only going to run it for 6 months, and then I was going to stop it. And a few people have requested they want to carry on. So I'm just in the process of just sorting a few other things out for Aim High, which is kind of my main company. And then when I've sorted all those things out, I'll try and see if I can allocate some times, and then I'll give you I'll tell you in February, beginning of February, what the plan is.
Okay, but I'm really, really, really looking for English. I told you this before.
Yeah.
Because I think he needs support in English, because the English.
With English, Nizzar, sorry, what level, what grade are you currently working at in English? Do you know?
Grade 6.
Grade 6. Right, and what? Okay, grade 6. That's English language, isn't it?
Yeah, English language.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry, Mom. What were you gonna say about?
You do just English. I'm gonna go through the report again, because they send a report and they say which one he need to work on.
Yeah.
And I know you do all the subjects lessons. Yeah.
Yeah.